So April of 2024, and I'm on the rentfromavillager.com site. This is a really great website if you are looking to rent a property, and it's also a great resource for landlords of the villages. So I'm just going to go through some details and compare them to November of 2023, when was the last time I did this. So looking at regions, it looks like Sumter and Brownwood, as well as Spanish Springs, and then Brownwood Fenny and Sawgrass. So basically wherever the town squares are the most searched properties. That hasn't changed much. Sumter and Brownwood are 1 and 2. And then Spanish Springs and Sawgrass, Fenny's in there. Eventually Eastport will take a big chunk of this pie too. But as we speak, right now we're looking at about Sumter and Brownwood still being the most asked for areas for renters. And if we go back into bedrooms and bathrooms, it's stayed consistent since November. We're looking for 2 bedrooms are the number 1, 3 bedrooms are number 2. And if we look at bathrooms, still number 2 bathrooms still is the biggest search item. So 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom in a village near the square seems to be the best bet at this point. If we're looking at property types, it stayed consistent too. We look at courtyard villas and patio villas, and then designer homes as the top 3 picks. What's interesting though is that there seems to be a little bit of a change between the villages and the dates. So Richmond still continues to lead the way as far as where people want to stay with 7%. And then we've got DeLuna and Fenny, and then Citrus Grove and Collier. St. Catharines seems to have dropped down a little bit, 4% here, but Richmond tends to be the most desirable village at this point, and then DeLuna and Fenny. But, you know, they're basically those newer villages in close to Brownwood and Citrus Grove seem to be the ones that are getting the most activity as far as where people want to be. And then if you look at dates, this is really interesting. It looks like dates, the number 1 date chosen right now is March of 2025. And when we looked at this in November, February was the number 1 date. So it may be that February has been booked up by a lot of people. So now they're transitioning to March. And then the second pick is the January, February, and March timeframe with 16%. But you can see that, you know, February's up there and April's up there, May's up there. So it seems to be that there's a lot of people looking for 1 month getaways or 1 month at a time. That may be due to the economy. It may be due to the Canadian exchange rate, where it's just an affordability issue. So it looks like if you can offer 1 month rentals for your property, you've got a good chance of renting those out, especially for February, March, and April. You can see that December just doesn't show up anymore at all. In the past, December was there in a small way, but really December is not a month that gets asked for on this site by renters at all. It's January, February, March. And then March with 18%, which is a little bit surprising. People just are looking for that 1 month. So hopefully that helps you with your decisions on what to do with your rental. And this is from April the 15th, 2024, the statistics from rentfromavillager.com. If you're not familiar with that website, it's a fantastic website to look for homes, as well as landlords can post their homes. So I hope you enjoyed the little bit of a review of what villagers are looking for in April of 2024.